the same ocean as the Californian sea lions. They're just a little bit further south along the coast of Chile and Peru. Now, as you guys may know, Chile and Peru is fairly close to the equator, so it's nice and warm out on land where they spend most of their time. So they're not used to snow and ice and freezing temperatures. They are what we refer to loosely as warm weather loving types of penguin. As you guys also know, penguins are birds. They are flightless birds though. They lost their ability to fly around about 40 million years ago, and that's because they don't need to fly. All their food, little fish like this sprat I'm holding up, they live in water, so they need to be able to swim rather than fly, and you can see that they've adapted themselves and evolved into that form. Torpedo shaped, nice and sleek, sharp in the front, blunt at the back. Their wings now look like a sea lion's flippers and used pretty much in the same way. Now this over here is not a penguin, it's a peacock with an identity crisis. There we go, he loves his fish, probably thinks he's a penguin. Alright, so I'm going to get the penguins into the water now to show you what they do best. If you guys want to try and scrunch up a little bit close to the pool, you'll get a better look. Alright, so as you can see, penguins are rather ungainly, clumsy on land. They make up for it in the water. They've put those flippers and using their feet like a rudder, they're able to do very sharp turns in the water with their very good eyesight as well. That makes them very effective predators of fish. Now, being birds, penguins lay eggs. Their nests, however, are on the ground. Obviously, they can't fly into trees and build nests like other birds do. So what they'll do is find a nice, secure little hidey hole, or they'll maybe even dig their own butt, line it out with a few twigs and maybe some leaves, and on top of that nest, they'll lay up to 2 eggs. Those eggs take about 40 days to hatch, and initially the young are dependent on both adults for food, but after about 2.5 months, they're able to swim and start looking for their own fish. Now you will notice we've got 3 penguins in here that don't look like the others. They're right in front of me over here, and they're very naughty. You'll see they don't have the dark throat band, and they're a little bit more of a sooty colour. That's because these guys are still chicks. They were born here or hatched here at Dublin Zoo. We had to hand raise them though. Unfortunately, their parents were not very good. So we were like social services for penguins. We took them away, raised them up, and then we integrated them back into the group, and thankfully they're behaving more and more like penguins every day. Come on. Now you may have noticed that the sea lion presentation, we train the sea lions. Over here it's the other way around, the penguins train me. If they want me to give them a fish, they just have to peck me in the leg and I'll give them one straight away. Now this is our penguin's second feed for the day. They've got a nice big breakfast this morning. And this is just a little top-up feed, so we won't give them too much now. Alright, now we have 16 birds in here at the moment. We've got 4 chicks. I showed you 3 of them. There's another one somewhere. Here he is. He's quite a famous chick. His name is Joey. He was the one that appeared on the Zoo TV series. He looks like an adult now because he's molted out his baby feathers. So we've got the 4 chicks over here, and then we have 12 adult breeding birds, of which 6 are males and 6 are females. Now to tell the difference between males and females is quite tricky just by looking at them. There we go, singing along. Now there are a few subtle differences that you look for when you're trying to decide who is a boy and who is a girl. And I'll see if I can isolate a pair here. It's going to be rather tricky. Right, let's see what we can do. Come on chicks, over there. Right, now right over here I have a very laid back little fella with lots of spots on his chest. His name is Shay, he's a male. And right over there, closest to him, is a female. Now you may be able to see that the female is slightly shorter than the male is by an inch or so. And you'll also notice that Shay's beak is a lot broader, or a lot deeper than the female's beak. But that's about all there is to it. And even then we still get it wrong. And Joey is a pointing case. Up until a couple of months ago his name was actually Chloe, and his mother's name is Jimmy. Thought she was a boy, turns out she was just a very big girl. Unfortunately for her, the name stuck. But we do have a much more accurate way of determining the sex of a penguin. It's very high tech. What we'll do is pluck a few feathers from the penguin's bum. Don't worry, it doesn't hurt. Every time I've done it, I've never felt a thing. And we'll send that feather sample off to a laboratory where scientists will look for little scraps of skin at the end of that feather. They'll further analyze chromosomes within the DNA from that skin fragment, and they'll be able to very accurately tell whether we have a male or a female. Right, off we go. Alrighty guys, now I'm coming towards the end of my bucket, so if you have any questions at this point about either the penguins or the sea lions you saw earlier, please fire away. Any questions? Store.